Hello guys, here is a vintage GE strap fan. Let's take a look at the informations. I think they're on the oscillation arm. Yeah, somewhere in there. The category number is F13S125. It says 110 to 120 volts, 60 cycles. It says 0.9 amps. Says number 54, whatever that means. Made in USA. So I got this fan at an antique store. Paid $45 for this fan, which I really thought was ridiculous. But apparently it's illegal to put these in a cheaper price. But yeah, because pretty much every time I see one of these fans, they're always never below 30. Like, I remember going to an antique store about 9 months ago. It was about 60. I saw a smaller variant of these at the same antique store I went to. It was like 70. Saw this, pretty much the same variant, but non-painted, about 70. So I think the prices for these GEs are kind of ridiculous, especially knowing these were around the era when GE was making cheaper fans. But enough of that. It still runs okay, and it still plain works. But this is just painted post-factory. Like, the blades right here are black. They should be like this color of gray. In fact, I actually have a GE that's actually that same color of gray. It is that one right there. So it's that same color of gray. It's that this blade should be, and I can tell this has been all painted as well. The base is black, and I mean, when you flip this over, you can see the original paint. So this was definitely not a factory painted fan, but I plan to repaint this in a color scheme that doesn't exist with the 12-inch GE fans, but does exist with the 10-inch ones from the 40s. So the blades are like this color. I am honestly so impressed. Like, this is just spray paint. It's not even plating or real brass. This is actually spray paint. And it actually looks like it is real brass. I'm so impressed with this. So this is what's going to be the blade color. And then I'm going to have this be the rest of the fan, which did exist in the 12-inch ones. This is just some samples of some miscellaneous electrical stuff that I used. And I don't know if you should paint the switch, but at the same time, I think a brass 2-speed switch would look better. But yeah, I don't know, but I don't know what I'm going to do. On those kind of fans, the original switch would have been a white. That might be what I'm going to do. So the cord itself is original, but the plug itself is not. It's one of these cheap plugs that you would... Basically, it would be like the plug just clamps onto the cord. I kind of don't like that design, honestly, because I could imagine that someday if you pull this from the wrong angle, the plug itself could be in the outlet, and being the average person doesn't really know about electricity, that would be a really, really, really haphazardous thing, because you only have one shot with electricity. If you screw something up, that's basically the end of it. So yeah, and the fan I think still oscillates, but it's missing this thing right there, whatever that is. But no one else is going to buy this at $45, so I could use this as a project piece, so here it is. And I don't know if I should paint this badge like the gold. I'm kind of thinking maybe paint this gold, but just trace the letters black. Or just paint this black, but then just paint the letters and details gold. I got to think about that more, though, but let's start this fan off on low. the sequence on this goes from low to high, so I tend to like that better. I don't know why most of them are high and then low. It's making a little rattle sound, but it seems like if the fan is hanging on the wall, if I do that, then it seems like the fan is fine. Let's see, is this? Yeah, it's in amps. I'll wait for it to go down, but the meter is saying 1.3 amps. Well, it's going down now, but yeah, it's not what equipment is supposed to be. Yeah, it's still going down, but I'll wait for the meter to go down a little bit more. And also another thing, the cord, I think I'm going to replace it with a brown cord to kind of match that brown a little bit better. And then the plug will be white, kind of like that one, but with a non-broken, much better design. The plug is going to fall apart when you unplug it. Plug. And it will be a vintage style. But this is low. And as of right now, the kilowatt meter is saying 1.22 amps, which is way over spec of what it's supposed to draw. That's really making me a little bit worried. Now, high. And there you go. I don't know what's up with that meter, but it shouldn't be like that, I know. It says 1.9 amps exactly, so it's... okay, well, it's going between 1.9, 1.91. But that's about where it should be. And it moves pretty good air. It's just bracket's a little annoying. But I think once I hang it on the wall, it should be okay. It seems to fix the problem for some of these fans. Let's see. Yeah, low's drawing more power than high. That's not what it should be. I don't know why it does that, but I'm having so many fans that are doing that. I don't know if my meter is just inaccurate or what, but that's not something that should be present. And all off. And also another thing with this fan is that there's a rubber isolator between the blade itself and the shaft. So that way the blade wouldn't vibrate while it's on, which I think is a nice design. But what I don't like about it is that if you break that grommet, the entire fan is destroyed. But I've never taken one of these GE strap fans apart before, so that's going to be kind of a learning experience for me. But anyway, I'm going to be signing out this video, and I am out.